All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Horikakwadash. And of course, Salakia. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim that are prophesying, preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Ancient war was, mainly done by means of melee warfare. Now, you did have archers, you did have catapults and things of that nature, but the majority of what took place was done through, melee warfare. Swords, spears, axes, hammers, shields. Okay. And garments rolled in blood. There was a lot of bloodshed. People would get decapitated, It wasn't like how it is today, as it reads, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Modern conventional warfare is, yes, you have, soldiers, but it's primarily and majorly, ranged weapons. Okay, guns, rifles, bombs, tanks shooting projectiles, aircraft shooting projectiles, dropping bombs, missiles. Okay. World War III, is going to be a nuclear war, a global nuclear war. All right, and we have a World War III, which the Bible calls the third woe update. Okay. Now, these wars, it says burning and fuel of fire. What causes things to burn? As if you lit fuel. Okay. What's going to cause mass fires? What's going to cause Babylon the Great? For those of you that don't know, is America. What's going to cause this place to become the lake of fire? Which the lake of fire is in hell. Okay, there's no such thing as eternal, death. Okay. Now, hell, the lake of fire is the missiles, man. Hell just simply means, the grave. All right, death. Or a condition you're playing, which, if you're catching hell, all right, that's a saying amongst Jake. Job said, out of the belly of hell cried I. But these nukes are going to cause America to become that lake of fire. Now, this is an update for you that are not in the know. Okay. Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu said that they just struck Iran's nuke sites. Okay. He said the heart of the nuke sites, the heart of their nuclear program. Okay. World War III, the third woe, is on its way. Okay. And the scripture says that the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, that's talking about these imposters in our land. Because the true Hebrew Israelites are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, these so-called Jews that are in our land, that occupy our land, that run the world, the bankers and all the media, the Rothschilds, okay, they are Hebrews, but they're Hebrew Edomites. All right, they're the devil that the Bible speaks of. They're the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, now all so-called white people that descend from Esau, Edom, you're a Hebrew Edomite. Okay, and prophecy is that you will be destroyed as a nation after you serve 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. Your end is approaching. All right. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. And it reads, Slok, Revelation 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, which is, telling us that we're approaching our salvation. So it's time to rejoice. Rejoice in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. We're still catching hell. We're still going through things. But rejoice that the Lord is making true. Okay, the Lord is going to be found faithful and true. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. And he's going to come to bring war upon Esau, Edom, who is the so-called white man. So it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, which is those of you brothers and sisters that believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, which are, the creation, all right, you people that are without the Lord. Okay? For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, and that devil is Esau Edom. Okay? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He knows they're elite, they're witches, warlocks, magi's, soothsayers. Okay? People that are in astrology, astronomy, all these witches, man. Okay? And they're real witches. They actually do real fucking magic. They do real rituals. And they know that what we're saying is factual. They know that the Bible is true. Okay? But they operate on the left hand. And they see things and understand things that you common people don't understand, to where they believe, they have faith in their wickedness. Okay? And they know that what we're saying is true. That's why we have to have faith in the righteousness of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? We have to have faith in the Lord, which makes us righteous. Okay? It says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Before the nukes drop, the mark of the BEAST spoken of in the book of Revelation, all right, chapter 15 down, okay, mentions they're going to bring about a device that you won't be able to sell, buy, okay, unless you have that mark, which we teach, okay, that is a micro CHIP. And prophecy is that has to happen before the nukes drop on America. So anyways, with that, you see it's heating up, man. Iran vowed or made promises that if their nuke sites were to be attacked, they would take it as an act of war and retaliate. So let's see what happens real soon. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.